Okay, let's do a short video on lab safety. Simple things here. They're no-brainers, but sometimes we have to remind ourselves often not to do those no-brainers. When collecting samples, wear disposable gloves. Wash your hands thoroughly after collecting samples with as hot of water as you can tolerate and soap after removing your gloves. Never collect any samples with your bare hands. Do not climb over or lean over safety barriers when collecting samples. They're there for a reason. Use ropes and sampling poles as necessary when collecting samples. Use a pole or in your bottle on it to reach out and get samples. If you fall in there, there's an ungodly amount of stuff that you'll be contaminated with. Never look into the open end of a container during heating or during a chemical reaction. You never know how it's going to react. In a test where there is a possible reaction or the possibility of splashing, use safety glasses. Safety glasses are good all the time you're in a lab. Be careful when making or undoing rubber to glass connections. It can easily cause a flip of debris, or moisture can flip right up on you. Tends to break. That makes sense. If you've got it in something that's hard to get in out, use it all to break it and you'll get cuts. Wear protective gloves when making or taking these connections apart. Make sure glass tubing is polished with fire to prevent sharp edges. Should already be that way. Always check bottle labels to make sure you have the chemical you need. Do not allow any unlabeled chemical bottles in your lab area. Properly discard any outdated chemicals. Never handle any chemical with your bare hands. Use a spoon or spatula. Always use a fume hood for any procedures where fumes are present. Never use laboratory glassware for a dish or cup. That's a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many people drink out of glassware. Stupid. When dealing with hot material, use tongs or gloves made for heat resistance. You'll remember that after you do it once. Do not smoke or eat in the lab. It's dangerous and can cause bad results. No doubt. Do not pipette chemicals by mouth. Yep. Always use a pipette bulb or automatic lab safety. Handle all chemicals with care. Most can hurt even when you think not. Think cancer. Unsafe or broken glassware is the single biggest cause of laboratory accidents. Yes. Dispose of all broken glassware. Keep extra on hand. Glass should have a separate well-marked container that can be safely handled without the chance of anyone being hurt. Wear a protective apron when working with chemicals. Add acid to water. Never add water to acid. And a no-brainer, don't keep your lunch in laboratory refrigerators. No telling what kind of fumes they get impregnated with. Keep first aid kits in the lab fully stocked. Amen. Only you can keep you safe.